What's going on, people? This is Tony, the two-way guy. I am doing a radio review, kinda. Unsponsored. TIDRADO TD-M15. It's a wonderful device. Look at this, man. This sucker looks so good. Anyways, y'all stay tuned. Hope you enjoy this.
HB3 to Silver 1. Radio check, radio check.
What's going on, everyone? Tony, the two-way guy. I am back again. I know it took me a minute, but, been going through some stuff. And now that I'm back, I'd like to thank all close to 300 subscribers now. I totally appreciate you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I created the page not long ago. I didn't even realize that it was going to take off. I mean, in my book, it took off, right? So I only had 2, 3, maybe 5 subscribers at the time for about a month. And then I literally decided to check my profile and check my YouTube. And all of a sudden I got, 279 people. So I appreciate all 279 and counting subscribers. My apologies for not getting back with you for, with some new content. But anyways, yes, we are here to talk about the wonderful, brand new TIDRADO TD-M15. I think it is a wonderful radio. And before I get started, this is unsponsored, unscripted. So just want to let you guys know that I had to work hard and buy this myself. So yeah, TIDRADO TD-M15. This is what we're looking at right here. And I mean, it is a very, very nice radio, and I feel works. Of course, as people will call it, it's plastic, but it is a very sturdy plastic. For someone I used to work at Encore Wire, I can't quite remember the names, but it's not that cheap plastic you find on Play School, toys. This is not a toy radio. It actually has some kind of quality, right? For me, it's quality. For such the price, it's quality. Of course, the buttons, the PTT is plastic as well. But I mean, what difference does it make? I mean, for the price of the radio, you just replace it. Anyways, the buttons here are rubber. Right here, of course, you have your K1 plug for your microphone and headphones right there, and your normalized screen. Of course, you got your selector, your up and down, and your back button. That's what that's about. Up and down is your volume for whenever you're in the main screen. That's to turn it off. I got mine set up. I think it's like this standard, but yeah, you just turn it off like that. When you push and hold it, it turns it off. This is your power button too, by the way. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. This right here, this top button is for your groups. When you hit it, you'll be able to select your groups that you want to be in. And of course, the bottom is to be able to select your contact list, depending on what group you're in. So this is a PoC radio. And honestly, most people consider these toys. For me, these are not toys. I try to make sure I try to keep this stuff in a real world scenario as of now, right? I mean, when HTF, this is the last thing I'm going to be trying to use if, as people, the Russians try to come and take over. The Japanese try to come and take over. I don't get into all of that. This review is literally about how to use this radio in a real world use, and my review on it as well, okay? I personally like it. It does have GPS, okay? Some people believe that it doesn't have a GPS. I believe the GPS works through the app. The radio that I use, this is what I use my radio for. I use it for work related stuff. For the work that I do, it allows me to use the radio to be able to reach out to several groups. So one thing I did forget to mention, which I failed at, is the battery life, okay? The battery life on these radios, I mean, if I was steady using it, you'll be able to use this all day for a couple days before you have to charge it, for those who do certain jobs that needs radios and constantly on that push to talk. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the battery lasts forever, right? So, I'm not a techie type, so it's not like I'm going to dive in and start discussing about wattages of the battery and volts and how long and this and that. I just tell you right now, for the price you pay, and it has not let me down. That's all I can say. Battery life works. USB-C all over the place now. So, I mean, there's no reason for me to not be able to keep this thing charged up. It's a good radio, you guys. I mean, I'm not trying to oversell it here. For what I do, it works. And it's just something that I can't describe. You're just going to have to use it. So, and speaking of which, maybe I can give you some examples. How about some real world use? So I've changed the scene. So let's go ahead and key up on real world use, as in what I would be using the radio for. And I'm going to go ahead and call it my real world experience of why I use the TIDRADO or any PoC radio that they might come out in the future, where I think they have another one too. It's supposed to be a 5G. The radio for me, for what I do for work, it makes lots of sense for me to use this radio for the type of work that I do, because I do need multiple radios, and I started off with 2 because I wanted to make sure it was going to work. So me and another partner, we use it for the type of work that I do. When I need my partner on DAC, I don't want them on the phones. The type of work that we do, period, we don't have time to be, oh man, let me get on the phone and I have to go over here, quickly log in, drop over here, get to the text message, go and select the person, and then start typing in something. And then by that time, all that time we don't hear messing around with the cell phone, or even as much as just getting in, logging in, and making a phone call. We done wasted too much time. All I had to do is pick up and start talking. It's that simple. That right there, I don't know if you heard that or not. They say there's no lag. There's really not in technicality, but there is a little bit of latency. So with anything, when you key up, you need to let the repeater open up. So therefore, you wait a second. Hey, where you at? Hey, where you at? Right, and then you get everything going through, because some you just can't start just keying down and, you know, hey, this is SCS1, where you at? SCS1, where you at? All it caught was SCS1. It didn't catch nothing in the beginning. Speaking of which, about the work that I do, I have my own, the iPad or the Android. Sometimes I have my phone to be the dispatch, depending if I have to dispatch for the day. So for what I do here, there are multiple groups that you can use to dispatch, and yes, the radios tie in all together. Even if you're not using it, you don't have to have the app on. odMaster is the name of the app, by the way. You don't have to physically have the app on in order to use this. In another example is, how am I using this for my dispatch? For an example, with the type of work that I do as far as dispatch, when I get up and I set this up when I leave so the person comes in and can start using it, I would select a group, because you can create groups, okay? We got to create the groups and then add them. Now, these radios, and no, I should be able to do it. Let's see if we can create a group. Let's see, this is my first one. Let me swap it. Okay, so let me just create a group, okay? So I decided to go ahead and just refresh this video. I went ahead and, as you can see, I took my radios and I just went ahead and unbinded them off everything, just for a fresh start, right? So fresh starting. Now that you bought your radios, how on earth do you set them up? Like, what happens, right? Okay, so now that you have the odMaster app installed on your phone or on your tablet, whichever your preference is, you don't select the model. This is only for models, mainly for like HT type stuff. But for PoC straight radios, you would scroll down and select add 4G PoC radio. So you would hit that, and what we're going to do is we're going to connect these radios to our phone, or to our account. That's a better way of putting it. So you'll look down the list, whichever version you chose, and I think, is it the G100 that has that 5G I was talking about? Sorry. So in this case, I have my TIDRADO TD-M15. So I'm going to select the TIDRADO M15. Okay, now it wants me to scan. So I'm going to take one. I'm going to make this one my primary. So I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to scan it. Okay, put this back, and it's going to tell me, welcome to Bind Your Public Radio Network. So start communicating now and enjoy smooth conversation. So we're going to hit that. And now that radio is connected, right? Now we have to do the other radio, because we got to bind this one into the
15 minus 7,237 long joint grub device group.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that or not, but that one is just connected. So now it's connected. Now we're going to go ahead and add another one. Same thing. You hit that plus button that I just hit, select M15, and you're going to scan your second one. And just like that, we have the radio set up. Start communicating now and enjoy smooth conversation. So now that one's connected. Now it's going to send a signal back to your SIM card, cellular network, right? This will eventually kick in. You can hear it. So now you can hear it. So now give that a second. That will kick in. Now, this is one of the things that's not making sense. If you notice, one has One has 232. The other one has 332. So that's weird. So, I mean, we just set them up at the same time. So, yes, you can go in there and set up the time zone and all that stuff. So, let's just disregard that. Okay. Now, just as I previously showed you guys before, but now we're doing a total how-to. Quick little rundown on the radio. Which one is your group and which one is your contact? The bottom button is your contact. There's not going to be any contact but yourself, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's going to be yourself, which is going to be the software or the radio itself, right? You can use your phone. Or in this case, it wants to connect over to, it has this one connected because these are both tied in, right? So that one's set for that. And yes, it does work. So if I want to do by contact, I'm going to select the bottom button. It brings in my contact. I'm not going to connect to the phone, or in my case, what I do for my work, the dispatch, right? I'm going to select this radio, which you can rename the radios, by the way. I'm going to select it. It's going to consider it as a phone call.
During the group 15 minus 6,956.
It's a silver one connecting to silver 14. Are you there? Right. And then it's already set. I am here. Where you at? So it's that simple for that. So we just got done connecting the radios into the same network that we belong to as far as our account goes. Now we need to create a group for these radios. Now, if you have more radios that you want to get, you can just simply hit the red button and connect your radios. Of course, if you can see, these are I don't know if I can get any closer, but these are the radios they got. These are all TID radio. They have the Q1, Q2, M2, M15, M13, G100, G18, TDH3, which is one that you can use. The other one, so we can select the radio. TDH8, BL1, PTT, and the mic, right? So that's what they have so far. So now we have these radios, talking to each other. What we want to do now is create a group. I'm going to go and create a group in the software. You go to talk. It depends on which app you have, because they have it on both Android and Android and Apple. So I'm using Android in this case. So of course you'll hit talk, and then you'll go to groups. Or better still, you don't necessarily, if you just feel comfortable doing it that way, you can. Otherwise, you just hit the little man right there with the plus next to him, and you'll hit that. And then you'll select new group. Okay, now you can create a group. I'm going to create a group, and I'm going to call it, let's just call it Tony the TT2W. We just call it that. Okay, now you can select an avatar, and I'm going to be a little extra here. I'm going to select an avatar off one of my images. Right there. I'm going to select that one. I just selected it. Oh, you have to actually hit the check mark. Okay, so I just went ahead and selected my avatar if you want to have that one. Now it says select members. This is if you have other members. Now, iPad Dispatch is a friend that I put on there. And then DJ Twix, which is a homie. What's happening, brother? Is a friend, but we're not going to add him just yet. We're just focused strictly on the radios. We'll add the member after a while, because we were supposed to be doing a test with him, but he's a very, very busy man. He is in the entertainment industry, for music, that is, and God does a good job. Right here, you can do private channel. It's private. It's asking you, is it private channel? It's a little ticker here. If you want to make it private, make it private. So we just create it. Okay, so now the group has been created, and yes, I can use my phone if I wanted to. So the way you get into it is by selecting the group. You have to hit it and then hit enter channel. odMaster, you've got to make these updates. You can kill off the process. If I select it, let us in. Doesn't make any sense for us to click it or tap it and then say go inside of it. You can just save a step. I don't know. It's just bloated to me. Anyways, now that we're inside of the physical group, but you guys, I literally just remembered this is another little flaw of the odMaster app, and this is one of the things I don't like about it. It's just the way it's programmed. Now you've created the group. Now let's get the radios into the group. And bear with me. You got to leave out of the group. So you're in the main screen here. You need to slide over. You need to slide it over, or you just tap on devices. Now you got to select the radio. Now this is, because I haven't renamed it, it's M15 37. So 37. You hit that. You go to manage group. And then you have to hit plus, quick add, and then it magically pops up in your list. And then now this one's connected, so you can enter the channel if you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and enter it into the channel. So it's gonna send a signal over to it. Now you gotta back out, and then back out again, and then you gotta go to the other radio, hit on manage group, quick add, hit this. Imagine having 10 of these radios and having to do this one by one. It's just kind of, just the redundancy is weird. I mean, we're all interconnected on the same networked account. It should automatically just let the radios that belong to the account in regardless. That's my opinion. Okay, now that we're in, at some point it's going to update. Here we go. It updated as if you can. I don't know if you. Let me see if can you see that? Here, forget it. I'm gonna have to. I don't even think I can even get this close. Yeah. You see right there where it says TT2W, so it sent that one. So it sends a signal to update this radio with it. So now that we're in it, okay, let me put this back and let me fix my focus here. I want to be more forward. Okay, now we need to do this radio, and this radio doesn't have it yet. So we just did this one. Now we got to do this one. You got to come over here, hit that, manage group. Wait a minute. Yeah. You literally have to hit it. And then come back out of it. And then these radios are now interconnected. Now, it takes a while, for whatever reason, on the second radio, on other radios, to acknowledge that you are in the group. All right, I am back. I'm sorry about that. So, as you can see, this radio, well, here, not yet, but you will.
Switching groups.
So, this radio, for whatever reason, I had to reset. It sent the signal to this one, updated immediately. This one I had restarted the phone, or I'm sorry, restarted the radio, and now we're in. Okay, so it still doesn't notice that I'm online here, but I know it sees me. So anyways, I'm here, and it should be able to work. Let's go ahead and test it. I should be able to see and hear between this one and this one. Silver 1, this is Silverback 3, just testing 1 2 3. Yep. And then it picked it up over here, and then vice versa. Big Back Barbecue Services number 3. I'm testing over here, testing 1 2 3. Yep. So that works. Okay. Yeah, and forgive the time gap, because I know y'all see that time. I had to take care of something and had to go to the store, had to grab me some of these bad boys. Okay, so yes, now we finally got the radios working. So if you know that you did everything right, and one of your radios is just not picking it up, the unfortunate matter is odMaster didn't send the signal to the other radios to update. So therefore, just shut off your radio, turn it back on, right? Something that probably needs to work out, or they need to make another update that just has a very simple, update radios, that sends a signal to all the radios to make sure everything syncs that's within the same account, right? That's just things that I look for. Now that you have added the radios into the group successfully and they both talk to each other, how do you add the friends, because, not all your friends are going to be under the same account. So, you hit the man, you hit the little man with the plus key or the plus symbol on them. You'll go to add friend, okay? It says name or account. You can type in the name or type in their email or the ID, as they call it, name or account. But in this case, I'm going to take the phone. You'll just type in the person that you're going to add. And in this case, I'm going to do this right here. Okay. So I just went ahead and sent the request. Actually, when you're trying to add a friend, you need to send the request, is what they need to call it. Send request. Okay, on let me see, because I'm going to be a little bit closer. Let me make an adjustment here. On your friend's device, or the friend that you're trying to add, your friend will see that there's a pop-up. So they'll hit that, and then here's the person that's trying to add you as a friend. You'll hit verify. And then accept. I hope you caught that. And then that's that. And at some point, this will update. It's probably going to update in the friends. So slide over to the friends. There you go. So it slid over to the friends. So now you have your friend added. So now your friend, directly from here, let me find where I'm at here. So now your friend can select you, and iPad has to be different. Reminder, invite friends to call. What? Okay. So I am on my device that has no radios to this one. Although I have radios, I'm calling directly to this person. And then now you two will be able to talk to each other, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hang up. And that's that. That's how you add a friend. And you repeat that step with all of your friends or colleagues or anyone that you're doing work with. That's how you do that. Let me see if it should send a signal. Yep. So it sends a signal and it puts, no, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on a second. That's not it. It needs to be able to set the contact. And if I'm not mistaken, because they don't ever explain it correctly, if I'm not mistaken, you have to be in the group. Actually, you can do it from over here. You have to be in the group in order for that to work. And speaking of which, now I have to add, my friend to the group. So I have to go select inside of the group, come here, and right here, I'm going to add my friend to the group. So the friend is now part of the group. Yeah. So just to double check, make sure it took place. Okay. Your friend, from your friend's side, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm doing the contact. What we're trying to do is make sure these contacts sync. So as long as you are in the group, so right now I'm in the group. So testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 test.
1 2 3 test.
Okay. Those two radios picked up. This one didn't. Let me make sure I'm in the group over here. Because if I'm not, I guess because they don't have a radio, it's not like I can just throw them in as a contact. Yeah, because I don't see it. Normally it would update unless it's sent it over here. Nope, it didn't do it over here. So yeah, you have to be in the physical group if you want to do that. So like if you want to do one-to-one, you just have to use their account. Still doesn't make sense because I've added them as a friend. They should show up as a contact. So let me refresh. Let's turn this one off. Let's just do this one. I'm going to shut this one off and then I want to turn it back on. It's not sending the signal. It's finicky. I'm telling you, it's not TID Radio's fault at all. It's this app. Because as y'all assume, I restarted the phone. That one just kicked up. Look at this. Hit the contact. There's the new contact that I just added. It should be the same way for this one. There you go. That's the flaw. I thought it was the radios at first. I'm like, no, it just does not feel like it would be the radio's fault. So yeah, the app is finicky, you guys. That's just something you have to deal with. The radio itself, absolutely great. I'm telling you. Okay, so now that we are connected between the two as friends, we can both, from whichever radio, can contact this radio. And from the radio, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I select it.
Entering the group.
Okay. I'm making the phone call. Oh wait, you can't see this. Can't see this, damn it. So I just hit the button. Let me do it again. Oh, my fault. Let me do it again. Okay, so if you can and pop it in.
Entering the group 15 minus 7,237.
Okay, mine's all of her yapping. I'm making the phone call. So now when I pick up, and this one's set, right? What's happening, Big Back? How you doing?
What's happening, Big Back? How you doing?
See? Works. And it works the other way around, too. So let me put this radio right here. And then I just talk on this one. Push and hold to talk. I am back. Got a big old bag of chips, some Skittles, and, I don't know, Coca-Cola. Cherry flavored. See what I'm saying? Works just like that. We'll go ahead and hang it up, and then that's that. And then this will eventually set itself back to whatever group you were on last. And that's how you add a friend. Someone that might have found something a little easier, please drop it off in the comments, but that's how you do it. So we now have friends that we've added, as well as how to add the group. Pretty much that is literally how you do it. And then you're set. You don't have to use the app, okay? I mean, I can literally not even worry about this part. I can literally shut this down now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, let me swing this over. Oh wait, you can see it. Let me see. No, you can't see it. Now, let me swing it over. Okay. That bad boy right there. Right there. I don't know how, but if you're not careful, it will catch stuff. It will catch a signal, and I've used my TD-RADO and it made this go off. So be careful of your other electronics as well, just in case. So just wanted to throw that out there. So there you go. 2 radios, both work. They do their job. I fixed the time zone for this one. Now they sync up together. They do their job. Okay, so how do you rename the radios so they'll make more sense than M15 dash number? First thing you do is go back over to devices. Make sure you remember your radio right here. So now when you select the radio right here at the top, you'll hit that, and then you can select that box, and then you can take out the radio, and I'm using that one on purpose because that's the idea. So that one's done. It would normally send the signal over to this one. It might take a minute. You might wait a couple minutes. I don't know. So we got that one set. So now we're going to do this one. You'll go to your devices, hit the radio that you want to rename at the very top. You'll hit that. Save it. And that's that. And you're good to go. And it might take a minute or two to catch up, but otherwise they're set. That's how you rename. So what are the other features? You know what? I think I mentioned something about the GPS. Let's go through that right now. Okay, the GPS situation. You hit me right here at the bottom, and then you'll go to APRS. You hit that, and then it will bring in your location. Got this location set up. So when you talk on this radio directly to whoever you're talking to, which I'm still in the group, by the way, it will update. The GPS portion here will update on this one. Very similar to the BS app. I think I have it. Very similar to the BS app. Or I'm sorry, the BSHT for Apple, and then HT for this. Very similar. Whenever you talk, it will fire the signal over to wherever you're at, and then it will show you, it will give you a beacon of where you're at. So that's exactly how that works. So there you go. That's how you can do that if you use locations. So this is why I say it's good for work related stuff or just finding friends. There are several groups that you can get into that doesn't have to be yours. There are several public groups that you can join. So I appreciate you guys watching this channel, and thank you so much for still being here. For those who are still here and those who are not still on my channel, my deepest apologies. I didn't know you guys were not. I didn't realize you guys were here. I only had like 5 people for like 3 months, 2-3 months. I didn't know. Please come back. Right. So if you like what you see and you enjoy what I'm trying to bring here on my beginning channel, drop it in the comments. Tell me what else you want to know. If you got any questions about this, let me know. And if we need to create a group and dive in, let's dive in. Y'all have a good one. Well, how about right there?